An enormous thank you to all my subscribers and non-subscribers who've been watching my videos for the past year. A special thank you to those who have stayed so engaged commenting on our videos, which I will thoroughly continue to enjoy as the channel continues to grow. Please enjoy this 2022 recap. Smell of perfume. Oh, might have a little design on top. Funny little piece. Smell it. Because that's a pretty one.
Water looks to be in decent condition. I called Maddie over to take a look, but she's there somewhere. Yeah, you can make her out. There it is. Nice copper coin. I don't know if we'll get a date or not.
I got a good signal and I've got something big peeking out of there. I don't recognize the rim of it, but it looks big. And because I'm in the water, I can't really get a hand on it, so I'm going to see if I can maneuver away to see what that is. Could that be an old British copper in great shape? Okay, I may have a week later brought back my bragging rights. I'm really not sure what coin this is. There is someone looking to the right. There's some writing on the outside rim. It's heavy, so we might get lucky with some details on it. And there's definitely something going on there. But I'm really not sure right now. I think it's just potentially a big British copper. Maybe George III. Could there be a date down there? Or on the other side? Maybe it's right there. What were the chances that we were both going to get our first British coppers this year, and within a week of each other? Well, I heard it. Once you saw what this was, I heard the, oh, look at those three guys. Japan made. Three doggies sitting together. This poor guy's missing a little bit of them. But no worries. They're coming home. Just to welcome me. And it's not just a white button. Look at the anchor on it. Oh my goodness. Not only is this the only white button, which I'm really not sure what the material is. I'd love it if it was bone, but I'm not sure. It's hard. I'm not sure what it is. You can see it's scratched up a little bit, but it's got an anchor on it. $1 million button.
You can see typical silver, black as can be, but you could just make out the body line, and it's got to be a seated dime. Fortunately, I don't think we'll get much out of this one as a date, but she looks like a seated dime. We'll clean it up when I get home.
I don't know what it is, and I'm not usually stumped. I see, oh no, I might see a cent there. Confusing. I don't recognize it. Cent, maybe? My first instinct looking at the back of this coin is that it was a Indian head penny, but it was very thick, so I also thought it was one of the fatty Indian heads from the 1860s. But in further research, the front of the coin definitely did not have the Indian head on it. Turns out it is a flying eagle. But this is interesting where they built the rock wall. Gotta get into this somehow. What's that right there? Does it look like glass? It does. Oddly, it doesn't look that old, but I would think coming out of here, it might actually be old. Oh, maybe it is. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even planning on this. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this thing. That is an old bottle. I was waiting for a bottle to come out of this area. Super stoked. Look at this. All right, I don't even know what it is, but I know it's old. Melons, infant, food. Wow, Boston. Look at this thing. Oh, that's a killer. That is a killer. Right as I was trying to talk about this little hole, there's a bottle in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at you. How pretty. Because of this wash area, I saw some stuff falling down. There's a lot of garbage, and I spotted the outside corner of potentially another bottle. This is about 50 yards down from where I found that other 1800s bottle, and although it's rare, this is looking exactly the way I want it to look. Right in there. That could be something. It sure looks good. And it is. Oh my goodness. This place is killing me. Look at this. Red Bank. Germania Bottling Works. This is old. Look at the top on this thing. Oh my goodness. This place did it again. There's got to be more bottles in here. Look at this. This is not the rock wall that I found earlier, but it looks like the same stones. Oh my goodness. That is a win. In perfect shape. Look at how cool he is. Even though he doesn't have his head, it's a clown playing the violin. Oh my goodness. Why did you lose your head? Only one string broke. You didn't have to go crazy. We can fix the violin. Look at him. You got some numbers on your back, pal. S1377. I don't know what that means. But look at you. Where's your head? All right. You are still very cool, pal. And you're going to stand up. I often wonder if these figurines were thrown out together. Wouldn't they sometimes be found together? That might be another one. It is. Something's going on there. Says Japan, so this is World War I era. Might be a number there, and there's a little guy right there doing something. I don't know what it is. But I love these figurines. Look at him. Oh, there's someone in there too. Wow. From the looks of it, these usually turn out brown, but she is as black as it gets. It's like a little eyeball I pulled out of there, or a little pupil. Are you a human pupil? Look, I can see my reflection. Really cool sitting right there. This is the first time picking it up. Well, based on the wear and tear, that's not gold. Might have been gold plated. But there's some kind of, oh, is that some kind of clown or cat? Really cool pieces of tile, 3 different shapes. And I don't usually grab them because I don't really have a collection of them yet. But because I dipped down to grab them, look what's showing up in the back there. Can you see that little bit of red? These things finally drop and land on top. And that's generally where I find these guys. And that's a nice white marble with some red in it. How about that? Just sitting right on top. So I look underneath, I look here to see if they dropped, and that's generally where I can pick up a few marbles. Fantastic. I'll show you the tile. I think there might be the word fraternity, but there's definitely some design on it, and I almost think that says 1923. So this little coin with a hole in it just popped out of the mud. Be interested to see what it is when I get home because I can't really make anything out yet. Well, this fantastic little piece that you might be able to see from here is the second one of these I found in this same area. Very hard to find, very pretty, great color. I'm going to show you a picture of the other one I found because I do have it. But look as I get closer to this piece just sitting there. Don't mistake it for a piece of red glass. It's a little glass gem. Look at that pretty thing. Look at the facets on it. Great, great piece. Very similar to this one I found. Now I gotta find it because I know I have it home stored somewhere. Awesome little piece. I'm not sure if that is my glow-in-the-dark uranium glass, but it's still got the top on it, and it's a salt or pepper shaker. And well, that was probably brass, but that wasn't going to stay together. That might be a uranium glass salt shaker with a brass top. That's seen better days. Great, great piece. What else is there? Dime, but that might be a seated dime. I think I saw the one dime on the back. I'm gonna come up with better pictures of this. Yeah, I think that's a seated dime, which is a really nice old coin. I can see the stars around it, but I don't want to mess too much with it right now. Looks good though. Really nice skeleton key. It's got some history to it, I'm sure. It's round. It's not a normal color. What is going on there? Is it a golf ball? What is that all about? It's not even a perfect circle. Are those Bennington marks? Feels like a marble. Hope it's not a gobstopper. I'm a little confused at what I'm looking at. Oh, look at here.
What'd you get?
You're not going to believe it.
Okay. You're at your spot.
Told you.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, Matt.
Initial ring looks like a CE.
Goodness.
Don't worry, I'm bringing that home. You're looking at it in the background.
Beautiful curdle bill. At least that's what I think it is. All totally intact. Something in there. Might just be.
And it has something on top of it. And I thought that was a signal. I rechecked and there was another little blip there. There's something round and gold sitting there. Tiny enough to be possibly a child's ring. Alright, I'm gonna need my hands to pull that out. And there it is. There's the tiniest little signet ring. Obviously a baby's. It says 14K inside. What a great way to start off the day. Look at that. I'll give it some perspective on how tiny that is.
You know something's up. You can sense it. This one took a while to dig, but look at the size of this honker. Unfortunately, the jewel is gone. But jeez, look at the condition of this thing. Beaut. Eagles and all. Matt loves the eagles. He's gonna love this one. Can't wait to show.
There usually is only one. Hi, pretty girl. You're coming home. And you are a magnificent bottle. And it's intact. New York. All right. It was worth stopping by here. My second spot of the day, because got this nice old Coca-Cola. Excellent. Compliments of the Nor'easter. I don't know what the date is. Nice thick one that I saw. That is kind of really cool. I'm not sure. All right, it's got a hole through the center. So, some kind of jewelry bead maybe. Look at you. That's what made it look like a die. That's at number 1 there. How cool is that? That's a winner. Interesting. Saw on this green piece of broken up pottery what's going to become an addition to my backyard pond. Looks pretty shabby right now, it's all busted up. But what is on the other side of this guy? Oh. Hello, buddy. Oh, look at you. What a marvelous little piece. Hi. Oh, you're gonna be fun to take a picture of. I know just the spot too.
Right off the bat, my ignorance. There was a 5 in there. Nickel size. And let's look at the sun here. Can't make it out, but it's got some design on there. And there's the 5 on the back. Yeah, sun's too bright. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it is.
Goodness, what is that? All right, we're gonna hold that piece and let's look and see what's going on. Oh, look at the imprint of the coin. I think there's a key in there. Headdress, the shoulder here. Now I can see the face. Let's see if I can pluck it out of there. Wow, look at you. How long have you been out here, Mr. Butterfly? Or Mrs. Butterfly? Nice piece. I had to clean it off for you, Bert.
Little shine coming through, but it's got the dark purple color. Might be a singlet, but I don't know if it's gold.
was put there for a reason. Now, typically, the copper coins weren't holed. But when I turn this over, if you can see that, there are some really, really beautiful initials in there. So this might be some kind of token, maybe a love token made out of a coin. I just don't know what kind of coin it is. It's super thin. That is an incredible piece of history.
Hold on, we'll have to look it up and date it. It's ready to come apart.
Not really sure if it's World War I or II yet. The center, that's actually a bullet in the middle of that circle. The center has me a little thrown off. It is artillery. I believe it's coastal artillery. That guy doesn't even have a chip on it. It's a great little piece. I would not have seen this unless I did some sifting. Some buttons in the middle. What I have found, look at this. And that is a dice. The black is worn off. See the 4 holes? The 1 hole. Catching over here. Just stopped by and I got to talking to him a little bit. I told him what I looked for. He went home and he came back with this. Now that's no joke of a bottle. This thing's got an applied lip. It's super thick glass. Look at the bottom of that, the Ponto mark. Even the bottom's a little uneven. This has got to be middle 1800s. He just dropped this thing off for me. I think it's copper. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's some kind of buckle. I don't really know. But I do love it. What is going on here? Dry you off a little bit as the bugs bite my ear. Yeah, until I dry that off completely, I'm not really going to know what that says. But there's definitely a guy on there. I don't think it's an ashtray because there's nowhere you put your cigarettes. But what are the chances this was going to pop out of there so intact? Look at that. That's a favorite find. It's got some age. Look at the video, because I did see a coin sitting right there, which I like the color of. And I might be dying over what I'm seeing right there. That almost looks like a shield. It is. It's a shield nickel. Look at this thing sitting right here. And it's in great shape. Wow, I did not expect that today. This is early 1800s. I hope I'm going to be able to make out a date. And that coin gives us both our first ever shield nickel this year. Yeah, let me pull that out of there. Sure enough, that's exactly what it is. That's a great one. All right, officially on the board. Let me see if I can clean it off a little bit without dropping it back in the water. It looks better when you can dry it off. There you go. Excellent. We shall see. All right, let me take a look at that spoon real fast before you put it away. Let me see. Ouch. Yeah, that is cool. Look at the initials, EMP, baby spoon. All right, I was holding it upside down. It does say sterling.
I'm gonna be able to look that one up when we get home. Beautiful. Matt's gonna love this. I gotta call him over.
See if I can pull it out of there. Okay, it definitely looks like it's got some history to it. I like the design, and I do like that there's a stone in the middle there. But I'm hesitant to say that's gold. It's got a really pretty stone on it. Look at that thing. I'm guessing it's costume. It's not real. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Look at that thing. I'm erring on the side of salt and pepper shaker, but not really sure. That feeling is never really ever correct, but I had to leave and look at what just popped out. I'm not even sure if it's fully intact. It could be the treasure of the century. It also could be broken, but I don't think it is. This is, Helena, wait till you see this. I can't believe it. You're not gonna believe this one. Ready? Are you there? What is that?
It's so pretty.
Oh, there's a little chip. That's probably why they got.
It's more like a machinery piece or something. Check that out. That's pretty cool.
I think you have a big stone. That's no stone. Look at the size of this. Oh, wait a second. Tell me there's no breaks. A century of progress. There's a date on it, 1833 to 1933. Is this some kind of commemorative bottle? There's a skyscraper there. How awesome of some embossing. Look at this. All right. This is a jackpot, as far as I'm concerned. I might need 2 hands for this monster. This thing's gotta be 20 pounds. Yep, let me get back to you. I just saw Deborah Brooks commented on my last. Okay, you make the decision. Here are the 2 best finds today. Paul's number 368, medium-sized tag, but with a little bonus on there. Mine, number 318, small clip. Reddish orange, and it might be a brown to a black. I'm not sure. Great swirl. What has been falling down into it for God knows how many years. And so the edge of what I first thought was a window chain, because I find those a lot in here, but it's a little more on the silver side. And the section I picked up was much longer than I expected. And I believe what I have here is a silver bracelet with, I'm gonna guess someone's name is on that. Look at this thing. It's virtually, there's the clasp. It's pretty much the whole thing. If this is on the older side, generally you're going to see the name in script just etched in it, and it is starting to come out. I can't really see it yet, but there's definitely going to be a name in there. It's usually just the first name, but there's a slim chance that we'll get the last name, and then it'd be really cool to look up. Now this is what I'm talking about. I got a little mini cork top, and I believe I have a taller version of this one at home. What a great little perfume bottle. This has got to date back to the probably early 20s. I'm sitting behind that thing waiting for me to pull it off. Now, I know I say this every time I find a new marble, and it's going to start to sound redundant, but that's a great color. At first glance, a silver ring, and it's inscripted Diana and Charles. How old can this be? It's an interesting ring. It's got a lot of design of hearts on the inside, but more plain on the outside. How cool is that? Diana and Charles. Huh, I was not expecting this.
Are you looking at that
Wow. She is, because she's hoping for another big one. That's the real deal right there. Good job. Let's get that in the light. How about that? I'm glad I brought the hammer. Hacked away a few bits and she popped right out. Can you get a look at that? Excellent. Cool piece.
Good old Cracker Jack's toy. Check out that little car.
But what a nice little design on that. Let's get it this way. Very cool. Doing about an hour out here and I haven't really gotten anything but lead bullets. What, of course, appeared like a coin is some kind of button or pin. Can I swing on your... I don't know. I think that's a fence, but there's a strange advertisement slogan. How cool is that? Dynamite find. 50 clad coins and maybe 6 matchbox cards, but this is the kind of strip where you have to finally find a ring in here. And I just pulled something out. I'm not sure what kind of metal it is, but there's no question it's a ring. Oh, look at that guy. A heart with some wings on the ring. Pretty cool. With much. But this is exactly what I'm looking for. And it's a little game changer for the day. And look at the design on that guy. I'm looking at some ice also. A nice sea on it. Oh, but I'm not so sure I like that little corrosion there. It's a pretty ring. I'm gonna have to get it home and test it. See what we got. Happy I stopped here. Oh yes, this is one of those make your own root beer bottles, I believe. Iris extract maybe. Let's see it somewhere I can clean it off. I think I see the root beer already. And this thing has a little bit of history to it because I believe I see some bubbles. It's obviously a cork top. And it is embossed all over the place. Look at this guy. Makes 5 gallons of a delicious drink. How cool is that? Manufactured by Charles Hires, that's it. Philadelphia, USA. Pennsylvania, and look at the bubbles. This thing has some history. And no lip crack. Lip chip. Nice one. Alright, between this and the marble, what a stop. Excellent.
We're a little high for gold, so I think that's a ring. Let's see if we can get another.
Well, I was working a heavy line. That means heavy targets were coming out of this slope. You look for fishing weights, heavier pieces of lead, quarters. And I got a good signal here. I had a feeling. And there's something miraculous in this scoop. Holy macaroni. Look at this. Look at the block in there. There's action on both sides, which, of course, we're hoping are real diamonds. It sure looks gold to me. It's an old, I'm going to say it's a Chinese token. It might be Japanese. But that is an old token that I've never yet found in here. But look at that. Wow. Now, I'm not sure how to date these things, but they seem to be unusually very old. I'm going to try to match the characters when I get home. Gold or silver is the market, but they sure look nice. And they're not super heavy. What's he putting his finger up for? What's that for? Uh-oh. I'm calling him over and he's throwing something at me. You don't have something. You can't. A ring?
Looks nice.
What is that? Oh my goodness. Oh. Here, I'm gonna look at the markings. Put this in your hand. Oh! There's 3 rings. Oh, this looks gold, bro. Without markings, but we got a diamond to look at, and the diamond looks legit. Now, I've said that before and been stumped. Are you kidding me? You just pulled this out right now?
Because it's very rocking, a lot of heavy diamonds.
In there?
It's right in the wash hole.
I wonder if that's a real diamond. Oh my God. And I got some bling on this. I don't think this has any legitimacy to it, but wow. I think that's kind of how they wear it. 3 rings on the finger. I guess we should stay here. Ring. It could be. It's looking silver to me. It's almost looking titanium, but we do have a class ring with a stone in it. Ring number 3. Holy macaroni. See if I can grab this one. Yep. 2018 Cougars. In great condition for this area. Hoping this is a trend. And another Indian head. I believe that's 2 barbers and 2 Indian heads. More than that. We're now on this little slope. I don't know if you can see it, but in the water here, there's a nice quick drop off of about 18 inches. And I've just started to find some stuff in the slope. And this thing is sitting right on top. It's got a D plus an E on it, but it also has an Italy 925 designation right there. So that's all silver. Look at that. And this thing's got some history to it. Oh my goodness. It might be a class ring. It's got some inscription on it. Look at that thing. You can tell by how the silver has changed. It's not.
It's gold.
I think it's gold. Look at this thing. There's an inscription on it. Also, it looks... Huh?
I haven't checked it yet to see if it had any markings.
Oh my goodness. Let's give it a look.
I was chasing a 10 signal, and it was clean as can be. I'm like, that's got to be something.
There's a marking there. It's 14 karat.
There you go.
Boom, already. And you know what that means. There could be some ice in those hearts. I don't believe it. Already.
What a way to start the day, huh?
Wow. Son of a gun. Your stomach all right, bro? What is going on here? How cool is that stone? Look at this thing.
Right. I don't know what to make out of that. Looks like a wrench. The other side looks a little bit like a wreath, which could be a 1 dime in the middle, which would make it a barber or even a seated, but I don't know what that shape is at all. Maybe that's just corroded that way. We'll see. All right.
And that gives us both our first ever flying eagle scent this year. I don't know what's taking him so long. I sent him the text. But you don't want to sleep on this kind of stuff. That is a 14K men's engagement ring all the way. It is identical to the one on my hand. Son of a gun. Awesome ring. Awesome, awesome ring. With a white marble, and look what's sitting over here. That's a double. We got 2 in 1. It's a good, look at that pretty thing. Holy moly. Come here, white. That's why I hate these gloves. They don't really grip on. Pull that out of here. There's enough of a chip to a blob top that, well, enough. I don't care. This thing is incredible. Look at the script. Indian Wharf Brewing Company, Brooklyn, New York. This thing, there's a little chip in the heel too. Doesn't matter. This thing's incredible. This is beyond phenomenal. What a bottle. I almost left before this last scoop. What are the chances that this thing was sitting in with all the bottles that are about 100 years old? This thing's got to go to 150 easy. What a bottle. Great color. Look at the bubbles in it. Spectacular bottle. Wow. That is going to finish up my day. That's exactly what I wanted. All this mud. But things get washed up and buried right here. So just before the mud starts and the sand ends, we do have an old bottle right here. I have found these before. I'm not really sure if it's completely intact, although it sure does look so. We have the embossing here. This is very typical of early 1900s to about 1920. I love the top on this. And it is intact. Look at this thing just sitting here, waiting for me to grab it. We might have a good spot here, and a ring is a telltale sign. Excellent. 14 karat symbol in there somewhere. Oh my Lord. Look at this thing. What are you going to say to me? There's a symbol. There's a symbol. I don't know what it says. But it says something in there. Oh my, wow. Did I just do that? I did. Based on where I found, I can't tell if it's silver. Got some writing in there. We'll probably make out what it is. It's a nice size, bigger than a quarter. Unbelievable week ever. I got another ring in here with a stone in it. This time it's not red. Just kind of looking at this one. It's big. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing. Holy moly. And it's got something written in there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's 10K too. Holy macaroni. All right, he's got to come over here. I am way out. It doesn't even make any sense that I would find this out here. But I pulled. Whoa. That's one I haven't seen. Look at that. This, I think, is a crushed thimble. Hold on. Really getting this with the shank in the back. Oh my God, look at how dirty my fingers are. Yeah. Oh, it's got an eye in the flow already. But look what's, my glove. Look what's sitting in my scoop. Right now it appears, let me pull it out. It could be titanium. It's got a strange little, pretty big ring. Some nice designs. Almost a blue jewel in there. 50. Got a date on it. High school ring. Yes. This could be something fantastic. I mean, I already know it is. I'm just hoping it's intact. Look at you. Well, we don't have any embossing, but with the cork in it, that is an awesome little ball. All right. That bad boy. You ain't getting away from me. When I dropped that scoop right there and that popped out. How cool is that?